It's the Texas Weather Roundup for Thursday, the 9th of March, 2023. It is almost Friday in the weekend, but not quite. Good morning. I'm Texas Storm Chasers David Rammer. Again, we are going to be dealing with one more day of shower and thunderstorm chances in association with a stationary cold front before it exits the picture tomorrow. And we have what's going to look to be a very warm and windy Saturday ahead of us. Maybe the chance for a storm Saturday evening in northeast Texas, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's just dive on in. This is going to be the severe weather outlook for today and tonight. Like the last couple of days, we're expecting the possibility of a couple of stronger storms with pocket change size hail to develop late this afternoon and continue into the late evening hours. Currently, we have a level 1 out of 5 risk for northeast Texas, parts of north Texas, central Texas, including Texarkana, Tyler, Longview, Mount Pleasant, Greenville, DFW, all the way down to Waco, Killeen, Lampasas, and Brownwood, kind of almost to Brownwood. This risk may need to be expanded a bit southwest into the Edwards Plateau. We could see a few stronger storms develop in northern Mexico, move across the Rio Grande River, and into parts of the Edwards Plateau late this afternoon with some hail. Main hazards again today with the strongest storms, hail up to the size of quarters, maybe a little larger if we do have storms in the Edwards Plateau. Can't rule out a wind gust of 50 to 55 miles an hour. Tornado threat, we're not even going to talk about because it's pretty much zero, but not quite. And, of course, the potential for some heavier rains. In terms of forecast rain totals for today into Friday morning, here's the latest from the Weather Prediction Center. Generally speaking, between 1/10 to 3/4 of an inch of rain possible across the northern hill country, central Texas, north Texas, northeast Texas, and east Texas. If we see multiple thunderstorms or a stronger storm move over a location, we could see rain totals locally exceed 1 inch. And remember, that is for today into early Friday morning. Doesn't count what's already fallen the last couple of days. Let's hop on over to the high-res rapid refresh model. This will give us a look at what we expect today, tonight, and into Friday. Widespread clouds galore across the state again today. You can see this model is particularly ambitious with the development of thunderstorms later this afternoon into early this evening in association with that frontal boundary that's pretty much going to be sitting still or retrograding a bit north as we head into the afternoon hours across parts of the hill country and north Texas. Storms generally moving off to the east-northeast about 40 miles an hour. And again, strongest storms today could produce some pocket change size hail and heavy rainfall that may cause localized flooding. Overall, flooding and severe risks aren't high, but you always got to keep an eye out when storms are trying to drop 2 to 3 inches of rain an hour and they end up sitting over an area for a wee bit of time. But again, highest chance for a few storms today across parts of the Concho Valley, Hill Country, Central Texas, North Texas, Northeast Texas. They'll start to exit the picture as we head into the morning hours on Friday. And then by Friday afternoon and a Friday evening, it's looking like a pretty dry picture. We'll start to see some of those clouds clear out ahead of what's looking to be a windy and much warmer Saturday. Speaking of which, let's jump on over the temperatures. Here is the high temperature forecast for tomorrow. I didn't include today's because today's is going to be a bit tricky with that frontal boundary cloud cover in play, but essentially in northern half of Texas, highs probably in the 50s. South of the frontal boundary, it's going to be another warm and muggy day with highs in the 70s, 80s, maybe lower 90s. For Friday, we're expecting a rebound in temperatures across the northern half of Texas. We'll see high temperatures generally in the 60s to low 70s. 70s across the borderland into the Trans-Pecos, Big Bend National Park, all the way east through San Antonio, south central Texas into southeast Texas. And then we're going to see upper 80s to around 90 degrees across the Edwards Plateau, the Rio Grande Plains, and the Rio Grande Valley. But just jump on into Saturday, and the temperatures are going to go up faster than a roller coaster at Six Flags, seeing high temperatures pop on up into the mid to upper 80s across a good portion of the state, the exception being far west Texas, the borderland, right around 80 degrees. Parts of the Panhandle who may make in the upper 70s. Same thing for northeast Texas, but check this out. DFW, low to mid 80s. Austin, San Antonio, mid to upper 80s, looking like middle to upper 90s for places like Del Rio, Laredo, into the Rio Grande Plains, down towards McAllen. A hot day And that will also include the potential for a few 90s in the Permian Basin and Concho Valley. All this accompanied with increasing winds as the day progresses as a storm system takes shape over the southern United States. Now, there is the off chance of a thunderstorm Saturday evening along the Red River in Texoma and Northeast Texas. At this point, the chance for thunderstorms looks under 30%, or under a 1 in 3 chance of seeing a storm, but we'll keep an eye out just in case, as the atmosphere might be marginally supportive for some rowdy storms. But otherwise, most of us, if not a majority, if not all, are not going to be dealing with a thing in the thunderstorm department. So we head into Sunday. We're going to see a cool front make its way south into Texas, resulting in temperatures in the 50s on Sunday across the Texas Panhandle, 60s and 70s across the northern two-thirds of Texas, and then south of that cool front, we're going to see some compressional heating, temperatures well up into the 90s, if not lower triple digits across parts of South Texas, the Edwards Plateau, the Rio Grande Valley, up into the coastal plains at Southeast Texas, where we'll see temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. And then on Monday, it's going to be cooler for everyone. Highs in the 50s across the northern third of Texas, right around 60 degrees to lower 70s across the center tier of Texas, and then across South Texas into the Rio Grande Plains, upper 70s to low 80s, which will be a nice about a 15-degree drop, give or take, from the temperatures on Sunday. So with all that being said, we will be keeping an eye on these storms today. Not expecting a whole lot of severe weather, but as always, if one little stormy comes down your road today and it happens to drop some pocket change size hail, it's a day for most folks, so we'll keep an eye on it. We'll have to keep an eye out for areas that receive a little too much rain too quickly, and we have some flooding develop. Otherwise, storm chances decrease after tonight. Most of Friday looking dry. Same thing goes for Saturday. Keep an eye on the sky with the free Texas Storm Chasers interactive weather radar on our website, texasstormchasers.com/radar. Next Texas Weather Roundup out by 7 a.m. Friday. Have a great Thursday, and God bless.